Hi everyone, so I'm back with a great off-campus opportunity, and this one is with Flobiz. So if you don't know by now, Flobiz is hiring for software engineering interns right now. So this is a great opportunity for all of you college students that are looking for an internship. So in this video, we'll be talking more about the roles that they're hiring for. We'll be talking about the eligibility, and of course, as always, I'm going to give you guys tips on how to get your resume shortlisted. So make sure to watch the complete video and then apply ASAP. The link to apply for all of the roles that they're hiring are going to be in the description box. So make sure to apply ASAP because we don't know when these openings are going to close. So apply soon basically. And if you're someone who's having difficulty in off-campus placements, if you keep on applying but you're not hearing a call back with your resume, you're not getting any call from anywhere for the interviews, or even if you go into interviews then you're getting rejected, you don't know how to prepare for the OA, you don't know how to prepare for the technical interviews, and you're struggling with DSA or you're struggling with development, and you don't have a roadmap set out for yourself on how to crack the top companies, then you can connect one to one with me, where I'll personally help you, guide you, mentor you, and tell you exactly what it is that you need to do so that you are able to crack your dream company. So you can connect one to one with me. The link for that is going to be in the description box. Okay. All right. Now coming back to this opportunity, Flobiz is hiring for multiple roles in the internship. So primarily they're hiring for front end intern and they're hiring for back end intern. Okay. So both of these are going to be 6 months internship. And the best part is that this is a work from home opportunity. So it's not work from office, as you can even see on the website or the link basically in the description box. They've written work from home. Okay. So it's going to be a 6 months internship, both for front end and back end, although there are a few differences, of course. So these are the two different roles basically that they're hiring for. Okay. And it is going to be a 6 months internship, and you have a chance of getting converted into a PPO. So of course, if you do well, if everything goes well in your internship, you will end up with a PPO on your hand. So that is going to be a great thing, right? PPO is the best thing. If you do well in internship, you get PPO, then you have nothing much more to worry about. So that's why whenever you go for a 6 months internship, it is a great thing, because 6 months or more internship, the chances of you getting a PPO increases because you've already worked for a long time and everyone has seen your job. So there's a good chance they'll offer you full time. So this is basically about the internship. Now, like I mentioned, they have full front end and back end. Both of them they are having for internship, and they're hiring for full time roles also. Okay, so you can check their full time roles also. But this video is going to be about the internship for front end and back end roles basically. Okay. Now, if we talk about each of the role, of course, the requirements are different. For the back end role, they're looking for something more on the back end side. They have not mentioned a lot about the tech stack, but they've mentioned few keywords, few skills, right? So I'll put those in the description box. Similarly, for front end, they've not mentioned a lot of things, but of course, it's a front end role, so you get the idea, right? They've been calling it front end role, so you get the idea. But again, the exact tech stack they've not mentioned. They mentioned basic things like HTML, CSS, JavaScript based technology. For backend, like again, Python, Java, something like that they've mentioned. Whatever keywords they have mentioned, I'll give you in the description box. You don't worry about that. Everything that they have given, I'll consolidate it into a list of keywords, and that will be there in the description box. So that from there, you'll understand more about the role. And of course, you can integrate those keywords in your resume to get a better chance. Okay. So you have to go to the role that aligns more with you. If you're more of a front end guy, go for front end. If you're more of a back end guy, go for back end. Okay. But before, let's discuss the eligibility. Okay. So this is interesting, right? Because in both of the roles, they mentioned eligibility not the same way. They mentioned it in a different way, right? So in back-end opportunity, they have said currently pursuing a bachelor's degree. And when they say currently pursuing a bachelor's degree, when a company says this, we can assume that final year student, pre-final year student are all eligible. Okay. Of course, for first and second year students, you cannot do a 6 month internship. You don't have the commitment for that. But for final year and pre-final year, you guys have the capability of that, right? So they mentioned currently pursuing a bachelor's degree for backend, but for the front end role, they are saying people should be in their final year. So that's what they have mentioned in the front end role. So in both the roles, the eligibility is different. See, final year student, if you're a 26 grad, you can surely apply for both of the roles, right? If you're a 26 grad, go for both of the roles because you have the time to take out commitment for a 6 months internship. For a pre-final year student, if you have the commitment, if you have the time, then go for it. Okay, because again they've mentioned eligibility kind of differently, which is weird I feel, but yeah, never mind, right? So this is pretty much the eligibility. If you're still confused, feel free to ask me in the comment and I'll clarify there it for you. And if you're 25 grad, then don't worry, there are a lot of companies opening for full time right now. There are a lot of companies that are having postings for full time role, so you guys apply for that if you're 25 grad. In fact, yesterday only I made a video about Oracle hiring for freshers. Today also I'm making videos about a couple of more companies hiring for freshers. Stay tuned for that. Okay, but this one again is for college students, and that to specifically final year student, or for the for the back end rule pre-final year student. Okay, so that is the eligibility. Now let's talk about how do you get your resume shortlisted. See, this is very easy because they are specifically asking for back end or they are specifically asking for front end. Usually companies are not asking, they're saying full stack. So in full stack, of course, you have both, but here they're only asking for something specific. So let's say that you're a guy who loves front end, you are good with React, you're good with JavaScript based technologies, you have used front end tech stack, you have created beautiful projects which are deployed. Go for front end without a doubt. Keep some high quality front end projects in your resume. Full stack projects will work in both, that is fine. But if you have front end projects, even better. So keep some high quality front end projects in your resume and then apply for front end role. If you're a backend guy, you work with Spring Boot, you work with some backend technologies, and you're more interested in backend system design, REST API development, database, all these things, then go for backend development. But your resume should be aligning with that. Your resume should be a reflection of that. So your project should showcase. So you have to mention that even if you made a full stack project, you have to basically focus more on the front end side of it. Or if you're going for the back end, you have to focus more on the back end side of it. So if it's a full stack project, mention 2 lines in the description about the front end only. If you're going for back end role, mention 2 lines in the description about the back end only. The project description makes all of the difference. If you have a sharp project description, if you have a good project description, trust me, that itself is going to take your resume far. Okay. Apart from that, of course, I'll give you guys the template to use for your resume. I'll give you guys the like websites for checking your ATS score. Make sure your ATS score is 75 to 80 and above. Do all of these things and you'll have a great chance of getting shortlisted. And even if you don't get shortlisted here, do not worry. A lot of companies are opening right now, both for fresher internship role. All you need to do is be subscribed and be prepared. You have to be prepared so that whenever an opening comes, you are able to crack it end to end. Okay. And if you need any help with your resume, you need any help with your preparation or any other thing, then again, you can connect one-to-one with me. The link for that is in the description box. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see you guys in the next video. Keep applying, keep preparing, and yeah, let's see you guys in the next one.